You know, every day is pretty much the same. Everything happens about the same time. If you work a job, if you work production, you run maybe a certain product this day, and maybe this product this day, whatever it may be. You work in an office, you have certain times a year that things are more busier than others. You got tax seasons, you've got audit seasons. And if you are a custodian like I am, you are, pretty much same place, same time every day. If you're on a schedule, it all comes out to be pretty much the same every day. You get up the same time every morning, you drink your coffee at the same time. You got your little routines, your little habits that you do. So I said all that to kind of drift into a point that I want to talk about, or something I want to talk about today. I just want to tell you that I am living the best life ever right now at 55 years old. I am more content and more happy than I've ever been in my life. And you may say, well, how's that? Well, my days are pretty much the same. I get up, go to the same job. My routines are pretty much the same every day. But what has changed for me is my outlook on myself, my outlook on life, my outlook on things. My finances have not changed. What has changed is the way I look at life and I look at things. You see, I used to be so aggravated at happy, cheerful people that seem to be that way pretty much all the time. Now, I've been around some people that are complete phony in their act, and to the point that it's nearly irritating to anybody the way that they carry on. But I'm just talking about living peaceful and living a life in contentment each and every day. And I know some people's going to say, well, if you'll lean on Christ, you put your trust in Him, everything's going to be all right. That is true. I am a Christian and I have been a Christian all my life, but there's things that I did not understand how to apply and how to live. I didn't take what I had in my mind about Christ and about life and about certain things and let it connect to my heart, to my spirit, and live it out each and every day. Do I still get those feelings of down and out days? Every day's not perfect. Man, I had a day last week that absolutely kicked my tail. Actually, it was a couple of days. I just couldn't get it together. I was lethargic. I didn't have much energy. I didn't want to do nothing. And I was having to push through those days, mentally and physically and spiritually. I was having to push through those days. But I made a video here a while back, and I don't even remember what all I said in it, but it was basically that you got to set the pace for your day. And I have been working on that for a while now. I've been working on that for about the last 3 or 4 months. Just going to bed at night with the intentions of waking up in the morning and being thankful for that day, thanking God that He put breath in my lungs that morning, and not being phony about my life, embracing the things that come my way. But I have learned to just step back and look at what's going on in my life and how I'm going to handle things in my life and how I'm going to let it affect me each and every day. And so that is a process that I'm having to work through, because I don't know if I've shared this before, but we can get in such a bad habit of things in our life of being negative for so long that it becomes a part of us. And we'll do it and not even realize that we're doing it because it has become such a habit in our lives. We have done it for so long, and it's just like a creek that has a little branch that runs off of it, because water takes the least resistance. It's going to take the least resistant path. And our lives are the same way, because change is hard, especially in the beginning. It's hard to make that change. It's hard to change a habit that's been a certain way for a long time. But the longer that you work on that, and don't beat yourself up when you fail in that, because the thing about it is when I get tired and tired physically, tired mentally, I'm pushing too hard, I have learned that it's okay. I've got to step back. I've got to take a day or whatever it takes and get myself out of that way of thinking of negativity, depression wanting to sit in, because I'm going to tell you something. I stayed depressed for about 4 years really bad. I mean, it consumed me so bad that I wasn't enjoying life anymore. I was having some suicidal thoughts. I was having things going on in my life that I did not like that was happening to me. And I wanted to change. And you may say, I want to change. I want to be better. Man, I wanted to so bad, but I didn't know how to go about it. And I was trying to do everything on my own. And I was reaching out to other people. But I'm going to tell you something about people. If you're dependent on somebody to, cheer you up every day and to get you motivated every day, well, guess what? They may not show up. They're probably not going to show up. You've got to do that for yourself, and you've got to allow Christ to do that in your life as well. You got to lean on Him. And just allow Him to direct your life. I believe it's maybe Philippians, is it 4:4? I don't know. I'm probably wrong on the verse, but I know it says, rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. Rejoice in your life. Rejoice in the good things. Embrace the things that are hard. Don't let certain things and certain people and certain circumstances control your day and control your life. You're the one that has to make the decision of how things affect you and control you. And that is something that's, you got to work on daily. That is something that's not easy. It's hard at times. But I can tell you this. Living where I'm at right now in my life and experiencing and understanding more about me, more about Christ, and how to live out the scripture and apply things and live a joyful, rejoiced life. Man, it is so wonderful. It's so wonderful. And I have not always been this way. I've always believed. And I've always tried. Oh, I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to try. Well, my grit and try was all I was doing. I just wasn't releasing and just letting God's Spirit lead me and guide me. I pray more about life. Carry everything to Christ. Carry everything to God. He cares about every little thing about our lives. He wants to hear from us. He wants us to live a life of peace and joy. Man, sometimes on the inside, I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck on the inside. But I tell you what, I can pick up my Bible. I can say a word of prayer, walk away from the situation, and just go at it in a different direction with Christ and things in my life. That's what I've been trying to do, and that's what I've been doing, and I'm telling you, man, oh God, it's so peaceful. The years I lived in fear and anxiety and worry and not being content with life, trying on my own, man, I never want to go back to that. I've got a taste of something. I've got a peace now that I just cannot explain. I cannot explain. A peace that passes all understanding. That is my thought. That's where I've been. That's where I'm at. And I hope if you are struggling today with peace, if you're not living the best life that you can possibly live, you can. Lean on the Lord. Call upon him. Let him lead you and guide you in your life. Rejoice. And again, I say rejoice. Y'all have a great day. By the way, my name's Jeff, and appreciate you stopping by the channel. And I hope you have a glorious, wonderful day.